have a liberated country, it means people died. It means Indian widows. We have widows from 1983. We have widows for 2013. We have widows for 2016. And we continue to have widows out of poverty and orphans. So when you sit in an office like this, you should be guided with moral integrity. I'm not running for Nilepet for title. You know, people always ask, are you an engineer? Should we write your name engineer? Are you a doctor? Education is just trying to put what we call positive mind of thinking. It is not the title. Okay? Title never deliver jobs. Big chairs like this one can never produce results. Ladies and gentlemen, Billy Bitanada, Zola Bifta Bab de Sabah, Loma Bina, Tamjima Bogor Fogina. Loma Tashai is not here, Itamabasho Shai Kamakata. Okay? If cleaner, I took the show, if they're not very important, so what does it mean? For us to succeed, we have to say thank you from the gate until to the top. We are a country that produces oil. How come dollar is going up every day? Where's the problem? You know, John Lewis once time said, the late senator, he said, when you see something going wrong, do something about it. Don't play safe. Say the truth. Be honest. Be realistic. Commit yourself. I'm not here to play politics. I don't care if you're very tall, you're connected, disconnected, rich, poor. I'm here to do my job. Okay? My principle in life, I don't play with my job. Even my wife knows that. Okay? Why I shouldn't play with my job? Because that's what pays my bills. Okay? You cannot come to Nilepet here in the morning and you lazy around and still disturb Dr. Chol, may a mother. So, the Chol should ask you, I don't know whether he asked you, may a mother because you're not productive. So it means we have to increase production. And production for us increase all the vice president of the GOCs. I'm not going to change people. I'm not going to target this, Zobita Chol, Zobita Boring, Zobita Benard, Zobita Munu, the old Chiluri. But I will target the lazy ones. So why did I choose to be among you people? The VPs, the GOCs. We have been cheated for so far, so long. The country is 11 years old. And up to this point, there's no any South Sudanese engineer, or non-engineer, or a doctor, or not a doctor, that can say with full confidence that we have capable people who can run the industry. And if I'm lying, put up your hand. Because we have people who call themselves, even the ones we have in the oil field, they are in their rooms on Facebook, and then they complain about Chinese. They are Chinese and Kizul Munas, and my body line is shocked. They have high like shocked in your room. You're not going to the field or in well site. You're not wearing overall. You don't want to be dirty, but you want to be called engineer. That's why titles don't produce results. So I want Nilepet so that we sit together as Genovese experts to make sure that we move this company somehow a little bit further. Instead of swimming in debts, we should be swimming in profits. We need to reposition Nilepet in a proper structure, in a proper, I know it is not easy, but it can only be easy if we all work as one team. I'm not going to discriminate you. Trust me, if you're hired by Joel or hired by whoever, you're a South Sudanese and you deserve that recruitment by Joel, by anyone. My only problem with you is when you don't provide me that you are able to fill the seat, then I'll tell you, excuse me sir, I think you deserve deserve to sit here, and let somebody who can work 8 hours sit here. We talk about partners. Nilepet, Dr. Cho, I have to tell you, it's so sorry that I'm telling you very late, but I'll learn from your mistake. The mistake of not giving these managers KPIs and the VPs KPIs, because everybody became a contractor at some point. Our mission as Nilepet is going to be very clear. Okay? You're sitting in a Nilepet seat, and when you debate in the MC, don't negotiate for a contract of a general or someone who will keep you in the seat. Nobody's going to keep you in this seat if you don't perform. Okay? You will be lying to yourself, because I'm going to dig it from the roots, sir. Because I'll take your performance to your godfather, okay? Say, listen, this guy is not doing so well. And because of him, the country is drowning. Do you want him or the country? The choices have to be very clear. Okay? You spoke about SSDO. I know the history of SSDO very well. As I said, I'm in the industry for almost 11 years. It's also the same Genevieve Victoria. When we hear there's agreement, Genevieve focus on the bonus. They don't focus on the paperwork. People rush to sign because why do we sign agreements outside the country? Why? The person is looking for a contract in South Sudan. He wants to operate in South Sudan. He wants South Sudan reserve and South Sudan oil. Why does he have to put us on an airplane to Dubai, put in the best hotel, give you some token of Rolex, and then you sign papers? That's how the 10 years came about for the 2 petrol stations. Because people were signing with 2 things in their mind. I'm going to get the big fish here as a shareholder, and this one here is the money that's coming in, so don't worry, sir. Just go. All right, we're going to talk about subsidiaries. Sir. We have subsidiaries that are not performing, meaning $0. So they are liability to Nilepet. Trust me, even if you're my son and you're above 18 and you just eat for free every day, you pay nothing. I think at some point I'll be fed up. How do you sustain subsidiaries for political appeasement that probably if we shut them down, probably that can cost me my job? Because there's so many people employed there. It means there will be noise. I will explain first before I shut them down. That's how these subsidiaries who are not making money need to get out there and bring the money. And you have a deadline. You don't meet that deadline, thank you, sir. Go with your uncle. Okay? We're not doing business. Sorry. So, finally, we have to develop our capacity as South Sudanese. In ESPO, as a vice president, I think I'm in a better position now than being in ESPO. So there's a model that I created in ESPO, and I want that to continue, which is what we call National Capability Development Framework. So I engaged a consultant from 𝐲𝐨𝐬𝐧𝐵, which is one of the most experienced oil and gas firms, to put all this ESPO staff into a program. Level 1, level 2, level 3, until level 4. So, and that includes functional, organizational, and technical. So that if in years to come, if we want to bring in a new MD, we don't have to lobby. We go through the framework. It's okay, this person now, what level is he in? Is it a SEAL foundation? advance or expertise. Then we can evaluate whether you can be a manager or a section head or a senior or whatever it is. So I will closely monitor this and I will bring this here, that concept. So we'll have to develop good engineers. Finally, on the issue of cash flow, I will engage very closely with the GOCs, vice presidents of all the GOCs, the partners. Will have to be friendly to the partners, making sure that they don't capitalize more on cost oil. This is going to make my final point to say how we've been ripped off for so many years. So partners are capitalizing now on OPEX, okay, which is the operational cost, and they shrink back on the CAPEX, meaning they're not putting in new investment. Why is what we call investor anxiety. So they're not too sure whether they will be here by 2027 or they'll be out. And naturally, if we are to be a stable, organized Nilepet, we should now drive the discussion. That if you're talking about cost oil belongs to me as a national oil company. So if you're a Chinese company, you want to do business in Dar, you have to JV with a subsidiary of Nilepet of a certain value of a contract. And that will make us work very closely with the Ministry of Petroleum to make sure that Ministry work with Nilepet, because they are our bosses, the regulators. So we'll have to create a cooperation between us and Nilepet. Finally, when you go to GOC, Dr. Cho, and you ask them, how come you're not defending the interests of Nilepet? They'll be like, you know what? I need to raise my fist. Because they're afraid. They don't have a wall to lean on. You know? Then you're like, what do you mean by that? If I get in trouble and I get fired from this job, Nilepet is not going to support me. They're going to leave me alone. So I better do my own.
Super! This is Muor-Ager live in Yakubu. Yeah. 𝐷𝐞𝐫𝐞. Kenya